Good afternoon. This is for all of my World Peace members. And I've been thinking about you for days now, thinking, what kind of an activation can I do to make a difference in their lives right this minute? You all come from with different businesses, with different lifestyles, with different projects, but you're all at the beginning of something really, really grand, and you're part of something very grand by being a part of this world peace movement. You're in it at the very beginning, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger and more, to where people will look for that little symbol, that new peace symbol, on pages of people who they're researching to work for, that they need to work for them, or if they want to buy their books or their art and things like this, or belong to their association. So I am so grateful for every one of you. I want you to know that. And so I'm thinking, I'm always telling you about what a wonderful, marvelous time we live in. And, that everyone that's on this planet right now signed up for this, because what's happening is huge. And it is not about a virus. It's about the changes that are occurring because of what this virus has created. Past the fear. The virus's intent was to create in a lot of ways, was to create a big fear pandemic, and that can happen, but there's lots of us standing there holding the light, and you guys are you're among those people. So it isn't going to turn into a catastrophe. There are great things already coming out of this. Cleaner air. That's just the beginning. Families getting back together. People cooking instead of constantly eating out. People are getting to know their kids. They may even have time to get to know who they are. Because, when we're rushing around, helter skelter, this has to be done. This meeting has to be gotten to. This. You don't have time to take a good breath, let alone figure out where you're coming from. Am I coming from my heart, or am I coming from all these outside noises? And that's what people are getting to experience right now. They're getting to experience maybe who they are. They're getting to meet somebody new, themselves. So I want to take y'all on a little journey this afternoon. And this isn't something I've planned out. It'll come as we go ahead with this. So I'm asking you to watch this when you've got time to be quiet for 5 or 10 minutes and take the journey with me. So I'm going to close my eyes. I think you would be able to visualize all this better if you close your eyes, but whatever you choose to do is fine with me. So get real comfortable, whether you're sitting or standing or laying down or whatever, and get in touch with your body. Be totally grounded. Ground your feet into Mother Gaia as you take some breaths. And when you take these breaths, pull them into your heart, because we live in a heart-centered world now. So it's about 3 nice deep breaths into your heart. Okay, now I want you to just visualize your heart and see a little pinpoint of light coming through your heart. And the color is whatever color it appears to you. But see it getting bigger and bigger and filling your entire heart. This is your heart light. And it's now totally washing over the sides of your heart, and it's filling your entire body. So it's almost like you have no parameters. It's almost like your body isn't even there. And it spills outside of this body. And it creates an orb, and you're in this orb, and you're floating in this orb. Just comfortable, relaxed. Everything's fine because you're grounded. You're grounded in where you were sitting, but now you're in this little orb. And all the World Peace members, they're orbs, and there are multiple of colors. They all come together just enough to create almost like a Vesica Pisces. And then when everyone gets involved, it creates a flower of life. And so traveling in this vehicle of this flower of life, we're going to go up. We're going to go raise up high, high, high into the sky to where we can look down and see our Mother Earth. And as we look down, we notice that there's like a shadow. There's a shadow all around her. It could be like low clouds or kind of a grayish cloud, but it's definitely a shadow. And there doesn't look to be a lot of life when you can't see through these shadows and stuff. So we're going to go down a little bit closer. And now we can see pinpoints of light all over this entire planet. And as we're watching, it is so amazing because the lights, they start getting brighter and taller. It's like the pillars of light that we all are. And what we are seeing is how many on this planet are holding their light at this time, standing, shining their light. So we are not alone. We are not alone. And as we watch, the light becomes so bright that there is no longer a shadow. There is no longer a shadow. You can see the oceans. They are clear. They are so clear, you can see the fish jumping and the dolphins and the whales breaching. You can see it all. The greenery is amazing. And the flowers, you can actually smell them. This is like a global spring that you are watching. And what it truly is Mother Gaia ascending. You are witnessing the ascension of Mother Gaia and her inhabitants. And as you witness this, you also have a knowing within you of how that affects everything you do. This affects your business. This affects your books you're writing. This affects the groups that you are leading. No matter what you are doing, this affects the family. No matter what you are doing, this changes everything up. No matter how good everything is, it's about to get better. If things are a little slow, they're about to get amazing. And all this is because you're holding the light. Each and every one of you are holding the light, shining it on those around you. That's what you do day after day in your businesses, in your jobs. This affects where you work. If it's a great place to work, it gets better. And if it's not a great place to work, it is a totally different ballgame now. This is what we're living in. This is what's happening for all of us on this planet. Everything is changing up, and all you have to do is keep your heart open, your kindness flowing, your light flowing, and accept that it can be this good. Accept that peace is the normal way. Accept that peace, love, joy, and abundance is available to everyone on the planet. We get to be here for all of this. Take a couple minutes and just breathe all this in. Feel the excitement. Smell the flowers. Feel the joy. Feel the abundance flow into you. And you don't need to know from where it flows. Just feel it flowing into you. Know that you're abundant. Know that we are all Christs of God. And we came here for this ascension. Hold this within you as we begin to lower. Float down, down, down to this beautiful new earth, this beautiful flower of life that we have created with all of us together. Now blankets not only Mother Earth, but each one of our individual projects, businesses, homes. It is there permanently for you and for all of the rest of the planet. And as you come down, we've now separated. We're each where we were when we started. We're coming back into our bodies. And as we do so, we give thanks that we know the truth. We give thanks that we live the truth. We give thanks that we radiate the truth. And we give thanks that we share it with those who want to hear it. Okay, as you come back in and you open your eyes, I hope you will enjoy this many times. And I hope you know in your hearts how very true this is. What an absolutely amazing, amazing time we are living in this planet. It's beyond words, and I am so thrilled that I'm sharing it with all of you. You're all such special, special beings. And there's many, many of us on this planet holding this light. I love every one of you. If you need anything special from me or need anything else from me, please private message me. Uh, Obviously, you've all got my website, you've all got my email, so stay in touch. I love you. Namaste.